Shalom, this is Rabbi Saacks, and we are continuing with Maimonides' count of the positive commandments. So, Mitzvah 55 is that the morning of Passover, there is a biblical requirement, a positive mitzvah, to slaughter a paschal lamb. And that is the mitzvah. Now, the first time that happened was in Egypt, the night of the Exodus. The next time it happened was the next year. And then there was a hiatus until they got into Israel, which is interesting, that there was actually a break. It's not supposed to be a complimentary thing that the Jews took a break. Then once they got into Israel, they revived that until the destruction of the temple. So now, once the temple is destroyed, we do not have that obligation to, so not only do we not have an obligation to slaughter the paschal sacrifice, we're not allowed to. You're not allowed to emulate a sacrifice. Therefore, many people have the belief that the night of Passover at the Seder, one should not serve roasted lamb. It looks too close to a sacrifice. So they serve chicken, they serve beef, and but not roasted lamb. That's definitely seems to be a no-no. When the temple will be rebuilt, another story. Then we'll perhaps go back to paschal offerings. The next mitzvah, Mitzvah 56, is that when you cook that paschal lamb, it has to be roasted. It cannot be, you gotta roast it. You gotta put it on the braai. You gotta put it on the barbecue. You cannot do the corned beef and cabbage deal where it's in water. And I saw an interesting commentary that says the reason why it was roasted is because roasted has a very strong odor. But you can tell when someone's barbecuing in your neighborhood. And therefore, in Egypt, the Egyptians worshipped the lamb and the sheep. And therefore, to take a lamb and slaughter it was considered an affront to the Egyptians. But one could do that clandestinely. But then to roast it, where the Egyptians knew what they were doing. But the Hebrews were saying, this is a commandment from God in order to be redeemed. The Egyptians are not our friends. And therefore we're going to listen to God, even if it's an affront to the Egyptians. And it was because of that inner strength, they were redeemed. Interesting commentary. Anyway, Paschal offering, not Paschal offering. We're getting close to the summer, so enjoy the barbecue.